Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we're working as hard as we can to get information for you on the shooting, the massacre in Las Vegas. We know that there could be, I am suspicious of it, and we're looking now deeper, but there could be ties to the Illuminati in this one, the deep state. It does not look like that this massacre was a part of the lone wolf attacks that we've seen all weekend by ISIS after that 46-minute audio released of al-Baghdadi called for lone wolf attacks. We've seen a lone wolf attack in Canada, in Edmonton, Canada, where a man stabbed a police officer and then ran over 4 pedestrians, hollering Allah Akbar, and another man slit the throats of 2 young women, killing them in France, hollering Allah Akbar. We also had a man in a red van run 3 pedestrians over Friday night. I covered that as well in New York, I was very suspicious of that. But in Vegas, this is different. The lone gunman that they say is a lone gunman, I'm still struggling with that one, released rapid fire barrage on bullets on the outdoor country music festival. It was the 32nd annual music festival concert. 32, the number of the Illuminati. And then get this. He was on the 32nd floor, floor 32 of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. He killed at least 50 people. There may be more than that dead. And there's been 406 injured in the worst mass shooting in modern American history. From his room on the 32nd floor of this glitzy hotel, he checked in there, I found out, 3 days before the shooting on September 28th. So he was preparing for this October 1st massacre. So that he checked in on the 28th. He was there through the 29th and 30th. And then on the 4th day, of course, would have been the evening of October 1st, he opened fire upon the 22,000 people who were attending this outdoor concert by the country music entertainer of the year, Jason Aldean. Now, Stephen Craig Paddock was 64 years old. He was from Mesquite, Nevada, and he lived in an assisted living home. I don't think he was a resident of the home. That is still being investigated. He may have been part of the management there. He did have permits to own guns. He was a hunter. He had a license to hunt. But he certainly didn't have a license to hunt people. He was on the 32nd floor, they say. People said they heard what sounded like firecrackers going off. Then all of a sudden we heard what sounded like a machine gun. People started screaming and they were hit. When they started running out, there was probably a couple hundred people on the ground by then. So it took some time. You can imagine 22,000 people and Jason Aldean singing, the music blasting, and then the shots ring out. It takes time for this to, even the event that something's happening to register with people. By then, he might have fired 100 rounds before people even realized what was happening. And even one of our members of our online church had a family member at the concert with a friend, and the friend was grazed by a bullet. And so this is the madness. Even the sheriff of there in Las Vegas, Sheriff Joe Lombardo, his 22-year-old daughter was at the concert, and she called her father screaming on the phone. She said, people are dropping. They're dropping. People are getting shot 1 foot away from us. People are trying to save their friends. Gunshots are going everywhere. And Lombardo said when his daughter got on the phone, she started hollering to her dad of the terrible things that were happening. Dad, 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 somebody's shooting us. And I don't know what to do. She was hysterical, the sheriff said. I tried to just calm her down, but she said she could hear the gunshots. Sounded like a machine gun, she said, and they didn't know where they were coming from. She had nowhere to take cover, so I told her just to run as fast as she could, as quick as she could, to get out of the area. Get as far away from it as you can. Authorities were digging into now Stephen Craig Paddock's history. They're trying to find out more about him. And I've got a picture of him from off his Facebook page. And, of course, there's now fellow country music star Jake Owen was at the concert. He said he was standing 50 feet away from Jason Aldean when the shot started. It got faster and faster, almost like it was an automatic rifle, said Owen. At that point, everyone on stage started running everywhere. And Owen, dashed by victims covered in blood, eventually found shelter in his bus. The gunfire still hadn't stopped by the time he got there. It wasn't something that was quick. This went on. It was chaos. For pure 7 to 10 minutes, he said, nothing but chaos. This guy just taking target practice, just gunning down and shooting people. One off-duty police officer from Las Vegas was killed. We know that at least 50 are dead. There may be more. And over 406 people are injured. And we'll find out more about this. Now, his girlfriend, Mary Lou Danley, age 62, has been brought in for questioning. Whether she was involved, did she know? I mean, the guy was there for 3 days, and then he started shooting on the 4th day. Did she know what was going on? And was she a part of it? Was there other people involved? Were there more than one shooter? Is still my question. How could one man do this much carnage and create this much chaos in a climate of a country music concert? I mean, are you serious? Something is going on, folks. And the number 32 just keeps coming out. 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. 32 just keeps coming out. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We'll be talking about this today. Don't miss our live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. Is it the Illuminati?